something, but were trapped on the ship.
Tech Shrine. Got a buff of some kind. Chaos trying to Bermuda Triangle the Site Ground of Existence. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The war will eat me alive.
Refresh my buffs.
You are approaching the second cogitator.
Ah! It all exploded. Alright. Treasure chest, too. I wonder if she's the person who became the machine spirit.
Picked recording inloaded and immediately categorized as extreme anomaly.
This is impossible. A living anathema reshaping the energy of the Immaterium. Those fools in the Scholastica Sakana could see this.
Whatever she is, this would explain the interest of those traitorous maggots. It sounds like something the word bearers would want to have.
Okay. Search for information 2 out of 3.
I pay for power.
Oh my gosh, I just died. I think that's my 4th death. Literally, I was like, oh, my health's getting low, I need to use a potion, and then I walked past something, and my fiery form detonated it, and it blew up on me and killed me. Ah. Feels bad. That's probably the most embarrassing death so far. Death by my own buffs.
Cleanse me of my sins. So be it then. I will rip your mind into shreds.
Am I going the right way? Yeah, it looks like I am.
For the Emperor!
Inquisitor, you are approaching the third cogitator.
I'm all over it. Alright. The day of, brothers and sisters, the day of reckoning is upon us. We can't hide any longer behind our oath, duty, or honor. As of today, the Battlefleet Caligari High Command is aware of the location of the martyr. The implications are severe, but don't forget, with the fall of Goji Vandiri, our once venerated Uther has lost his last ally in the Imperium. Our pursuers are numerous. The disgraced Stormwatchers, the Imperial Navy, the newly founded Ordo Hereticus, and the monstrosities of the Immaterium. We can't fight any longer a lost war for a lost cause. These are my orders. Group Alpha, respectfully eliminate our once beloved master in his meditation chamber and crush the inner circle. You already know the names of those who must fall. Group Beta, with the help of number 67, neutralize the Mechanicus forces on the main engine deck and override the controls. We must keep the martyr in real space, whatever it takes. Know this, success brings redemption for us all. We contacted one of the newly appointed High Lords, and he has offered sanctuary and pardon if we surrender the martyr and Uther's secrets. It is our last chance, act accordingly, the Emperor protects.
Tech Priest, I have no new records to send you. But I've discovered that even Uther's people found that strange test subject extremely disturbing.
Total absence of information in the accessible data looms on the martyr. The existence of the subject has been erased from the archives.
Whatever this creature is, she must have been Uther's greatest secret.
I'm predicting that she became the machine spirit of the martyr.
The previous inloads. The binary illuminations in PIC recordings contain the encrypted coordinates where the subject was held during the tests.
Tell me.
Decryption complete. The location of the inner sanctum is at your disposal.
Perfect.
Hold on a sec. Okay, he's done. Chip jumped in my lap for 5 seconds. I had to deal with that. Okay. We already got the treasure chest on this mission. What is that thing? Oh my goodness. That's a spooky boy. Steam achievement unlocked. Demolisher. Blow up explodable containers. Yeah, they blew me up. Phosphoric rights. Skill tree unlocked. I finally get that thing done when I get blown up by a container. Heat attacks. In terms of bonus damage, overheat bar is over 50. 20% damage bonus. 20% damage bonus when over... Oh, wait, overheat. This is for... Wait, hold on a sec. Is this for... Like, when I overheat? Or is that for, like, a heat weapon? I don't know if I'm doing heat damage or warp heat damage. It says heat fire. I assume it's doing heat damage. Hold on. 105 and 420. That's an easy number to remember. Now it's 107, 428. Okay, yes, it is being affected. Hi, Chip. Alright, so right now it's 437. And now it's 452. Okay. Void Crusade. Okay. Should we try out the Void Crusade thing? What is this? Void Crusade consists of a series of missions organized into a branching tree-like structure. Your goal is reach the end of one of the branches by completing a continuous line of missions leading towards the endpoint. Oh. Void Crusades are created by using Void Shards, and the shard type will determine the mission layout of the campaign. Exchange Void Shards. Okay, interesting. So that seems like more of an endgame thing. Alright. Travel to next location. I have found evidence of troubling occurrences in the inner sanctum. Uther Tiberius was meddling in dark machinations. He was experimenting with soulless pariahs, daemons bound into mortal flesh. He had clearly lost his way, or had he? The answers await me in Uther's scriptorium. Leroy says it reminds me of the way a player died in a 40k tabletop RPG I was in. We killed a dude with a power weapon. His head exploded, his body set on fire, and started running around into the fallen body of a wounded player, causing him to set on fire too.
I can hear you. I lost your signal in that nightmarish tribal camp. I liberated some captured members of my expedition. Where are you?
I'm in the inner sanctum, in a scriptorium.
Uther Tiberius had his own secluded laboratory there, where he must have kept his personal cogitator. Find that room.
The warp will eat me alive.
So much fire!
I must warn you, Frostbite. Several Empyrean seals have been destroyed. My guess is that it was the work of the Word Bearers. The trapped demons are loose. Expect heavy resistance on your way in.
What? Word bearers? On the Martyr?
The most disturbing thing is that they seem to be aware of the secret too.
Don't you feel despair, Inquisitor? Would you look at that? The Force Emperor sent us his servants to suffer the most glorious torture imaginable.
Spare me the mob, creature, and prepare to die.
Tell me, Inquisitor, what did you expect to find here? I was led here by dark prophecies and magnificent fever dreams. But you?
Magnificent fever dreams.
You're about to unleash on your Imperium.
Enough of your gibberish. Die!
All the dark gods!
Cleanse me of my sin.
Just kill the Inquisitor. Kill the Inquisitor now!
Oh, look at him running. Look at you running. Which way do I go? Access Uther's cogitator. Oh, is the cogitator in this room? Oh no, it's over this way, I see.
Cleanse of my sins.
You should have left me sleeping.
Hi, Cerberus.
How are you faring, Inquisitor?
I've located Uther's personal cogitator. First, I had to explain to the word-bearer Filth that they are not allowed to touch it.
I am still worried about their presence on the ship. Access the cogitator immediately. What have you found?
The proof we needed. Uther's secret weapon was a unique pariah who was capable of the impossible. She didn't just banish demons, she utterly destroyed them.
By the
Ooh.
Emperor. That could have been the most powerful weapon against the filth of chaos.
Yeah, they don't keep coming back.
Could have had a significant impact on the fate of the sector, or the whole Imperium. We need to know what happened to her.
Uther Tiberius had a meditation chamber in the sanctum, where he must have kept his personal notes. Find that room.
I'm reminded, I think it was one of the Heroes of Might and Magic games, chat. There was this, like, glorious hero for the human race, and whenever he fought demons, he used this magical artifact, and they would just be disintegrated, just disappear on the spot. And, like, one of the big reveals later on was that he wasn't killing them, he was just sending them back to hell. And it was annoying for them, but they weren't dead. So, like, you know, when the hero finally met his fall, it was like every demon he had ever defeated had just came back all at once and just ran him over. This is like all the accolades for every enemy he'd ever defeated were all just false.
Momaluk, son, don't play with fire. Muck, it is too late, mother. Everything must be purified.
Surprised you didn't say purged. Oh, is this the wrong way? Okay, I think I need to go left and left again.
This game looks fun.
Hey, FZ09. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Mucklet Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth, this is Johnson Fitzduffles the Third. Welcomes you, FZ, back to the lamp. Hope you enjoy your stay entertainments on the way. Crank up the speakers, don't touch the beakers, giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. Oh, that's a lot of small enemies, so we're gonna summon a lot of beams of fire.
Klosterheim. I'm in Uther's meditation chamber. I can see a journal.
Open it.
Uther Tiberius's journal fragment. I am burdened by doubt. I find this sentiment abnormal and troubling. I made thousands suffer and yet never wavered in my determination, for they all suffered knowing that their pain would bring forth the salvation of the Imperium. I survived intrigue, excommunication, and betrayal, and still prevailed, for I believed in the sanctity of my work. The flames of my visions were destined to burn away the darkness of the eternal night, but now I am filled with qualms. Looking at this being of immense power suddenly makes me uncertain. The Alpha Pariah is the first of her kind, the apex of my entire vocation. Still, the sight of her raw, untrained powers fills me with absolute dread. Have I gone too far? I know I risked eternal damnation, but everything I did for the sake of the Imperium. But what if I was wrong? The pact I made with the abomination, whom I will not name even here, fills me with shame even to this very day, but I am comforted by the knowledge that I wasn't aware that I had tricked it. But I remember its laughter, and I remember the creature reciting that mad prophecy with obvious glee. And witnessing the Alpha Pariah, the untouchable that never was, made me think of the anathema ultima from that prophecy. She could save the Imperium, and she could also destroy everything I hold sacred. I decided to place her in the most secure stasis chamber to sleep until I have a better grasp of her powers. Chamber 93 has been retrofitted with wards of my own design. No one can access the Alpha Pariah but me. God Emperor, guide me to the path of righteousness now. Oh, is she still alive?
Have you read the journal?
I have, and it contained some surprising revelations. Even Uther Tiberius was horrified by the power of the Alpha Pariah. That's what he called her.
Did he kill her?
No, he locked her away in the main stasis chamber.
Which means that she must still be alive. This is incredible.
And we have a Chaos Sorcerer on the ship who knows about her too. I'm on my way to the chamber.
I'm almost there. I'll meet you at the entrance.
Klosterheim is... I don't know, he's too excited. He's like, pick up the journal. What does it say? What did it say? What did it do? How, did you find it? I don't know, he's hovering too much. I feel like we're just getting him info that he's been unable to get for himself, and he's gonna, like, turn on us or something. One passive skill point. Alright. That's a pretty sizable increase to max health. Okay. All right. I'm getting very close to the secret of Uther Tiberius. He wanted to create the most powerful psychic null or black soul who has ever existed, and he succeeded. But the powers of this creature made him even recoil in horror. He decided to lock the Alpha Pariah away in a special stasis chamber. I must enter her prison and solve the mystery. Is this the newest Warhammer? I'm not sure. It's Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr. It's an ARPG. I don't know if it's the newest one. It came out a couple years ago.
Together again, at last. Are you ready?
The secret of the Martyr is within arm's reach. Just imagine the possibilities if the Alpha Pariah is still there, in stasis.
Now you are talking, like the Inquisitor I used to know.
Let's go to the stasis chamber. At your command.
Wait. Oh no!
Reinforcements against the word bearers.
These men are the members of my expedition. I thought they were killed. I was wrong, fortunately.
Shout out to Caesar. Never mind. I lose my ability to do one of my buffs if I use that item. What's up, Caesar? Oh, that's a big boy. Are you flammable? Yeah, he flammable. He flammable.
What do you think about this Alpha Pariah? What could it be?
Uther Tiberius wanted to create an army of former demon hosts resistant to the powers of the war. At some point, he must have realized that it was not working.
Or he realized that an army needs a commander.
I don't know if the Alpha Pariah was someone he found during his journey, or if he obtained her through some dark means. But eventually, he had her in his grasp.
This feels like a boss fight.
Behold,
Hi!
the words of the prophecy. In the darkest reaches of the void, on the cursed monastery.
Do you play Switch Nintendo games at all? No.
Storms, there is the anathema that shall be destroyed. I will make the revelation come true.
Not while I breathe, creature.
Death to the servants of the Corpse Emperor.
Corpse Emperor?
So be it.
To my knowledge, he's still alive. Kind of a weird thing to call him.
Treacherous, vile abomination. Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen! Take it like a man, guardsman. The war will eat me alive.
I'm not impressed.
For the Emperor!
He's pretty much dead. He's kept alive through the sacrifice of thousands of people a day. What? Why?
At your command.
Are you ready to open the gate?
Wait, I see human remains. One of Uther's acolytes by the looks of it. Let's take a look.
Brothers and sisters from the inner circle, the time has come to accept that vile treachery and a woeful uprising brought our glorious cause to an abrupt end. The rot had set in a long time ago, but we were blind to see it, and now we are paying dearly for our hubris. We have been struck down by small-minded fools who still refuse to understand that if we wanted to save the Imperium from the engulfing darkness, we should abandon the trodden pathways. This is what our visionary leader Uther Tiberius taught us, and now he is lying gravely wounded, struck down by his former acolytes. All cowards and hypocrites. He must leave the martyr, the sacred fortress and monastery he had built. The inner circle decided to entrust a group of volunteers with the task of taking Uther Tiberius to a place where he can build another safe haven, at least until he fully recuperates from his grievous injuries. Our loyal friend, Captain Gregor van Winter, abandoned his post on the bridge of the martyr, and he will take us to safety with one of the ships. Brothers and sisters, fight for the martyr, fight until your last drop of blood, protect the martyr until we return, because we will return triumphantly. The Empire protects.
Anything useful?
That is an understatement. Now we know that Uther Tiberius was gravely wounded during the rebellion in the monastery. His trusted men decided to take him off.
Is pretty much everybody like immortal in this universe? Like they live forever, like no old age?
He had secured the secret weapon before he fell, though. By the Emperor, what is this?
Remarkable. It looks like a barrier of pure psychic energy. A tapestry of madness made substance. Another example of Uther's arcane designs, I suppose. Are you ready to enter?
I have died for this secret once. I must be the one who walks through that barrier.
Movie? There's a lot of people in pods in there. What?
By the grace of the Emperor, I cannot enter.
Did you see anything?
She is there. The Alpha Pariah is inside. So close and yet unreachable.
There must be a way.
No, you were right. This barrier was designed by Uther himself, and he made sure that nobody can enter without his authorization. The barrier can only be disabled with his inquisitorial rosette.
But a rosette is the personal symbol of our authority. Each rosette is unique, and Uther has been dead for centuries.
Has he?
It is impossible. You are telling me that it was all in vain? We have failed.
No. Uther Tiberius was taken from the Martyr to an unknown destination, and I will find where that place is. I am an Inquisitor. Nothing can remain hidden from me. I will uncover that rosette, even if I have to burn down the whole sector.
Talk to Klosterheim.
What is our next step?
We are treading on dangerous ground. Uther Tiberius was so obsessed with fighting the powers of chaos that he ventured too far. Even his most trusted followers turned against him when they realized what he was planning to do.
Who cares about ignorant fools?
You must surely be aware what the Alpha Pariah could become. Uther Tiberius wanted to destroy the gods of chaos so desperately that he decided to create a god of his own.
Yes, I understand. And this is why we must continue his work. For the Emperor.
Whoa, what? The existence of the Alpha Pariah borders on heresy. The doctrines must be upheld at all cost. You are right. We must use her powers to fight the tides of chaos. The fate of Imperium justifies the means. Is this a multiple ending game? If I end up playing this again as the Tech Priest, I'll choose the opposite. Let's do You Are Right. We can use her powers to fight the tides of chaos. The fate of Imperium justifies the means.
You are right. We must use her powers to fight the tides of chaos. The fate of the Imperium justifies the means.
You are a dedicated warrior to the cause, and I salute you.
I am also risking excommunication and death. But first, I have to find the rosette, and I need your help to secure this chamber while I'm gone.
I will remain on the Martyr to protect Uther's secret with my life. But are you aware of the potential consequences?
Achievement unlocked, a dedicated warrior. Okay. That's new. Almost looks like Junkrat. Uther Tiberius was a visionary, a scholar, and an extremely radical inquisitor who carried out extraordinary and troubling experiments to fight the corruption of chaos in the times following the Age of Apostasy. According to the clues I found, after decades of questionable research, he eventually went too far and reached the point where even his most loyal followers turned against him and a rebellion broke out on the Martyr. Battles between loyalists and dissenters led to the destruction of the ship, and Uther Tiberius was gravely wounded. The last members of his inner circle took him away on a ship piloted by the captain of the Martyr, Gregor Van Winter. Hi, Noxie. Uther Tiberius was so obsessed with the idea of fighting the powers of chaos that his methods would have made even the most radical of inquisitors turn away in horror. He spent decades torturing hundreds in his floating fortress monastery, all to create an army of ex-daemon hosts, resistant to the powers of the warp. He wanted to send a crusade into the warp for the Imperium. However, he must have realized at some point that this army needed something extra, a leader or champion. And this is how he abandoned his project and turned to the Alpha Pariah. I don't know if the Alpha Pariah was somebody he found during his pilgrimage or created by accident during his research, or who he obtained through other darker methods, but eventually he had her in his grasp and untouchable with the power to destroy daemons instead of banishing them. But when his own followers realized what he had done, they turned against him. Uther Tiberius wanted to destroy the gods of chaos so much, he decided to create a god of his own. While I was working to find the Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim and the Martyr, I've also managed to expose his dark secret, which turned out to be a shocking revelation for me. A long time ago, I used to be Klosterheim's mentor, a highly ranked Inquisitor in pursuit of